Yeah, the ownership conversation is interesting. I've been thinking a lot about that, and I don't quite have the answer yet, but I've been thinking a lot about the question: how do you set the expectations culturally for what proactive and ownership looks like? Because I do think there's a little bit of this disconnect where you have people come in
Mhm.
and if they're used to a corporate environment where they feel like it's the boss that takes, like, it's the person above them on the ladder that takes the mental burden of whether the job's being done or not, it's
Mhm.
hard to get them into the mentality of taking real ownership. And I think a lot of people just don't understand what ownership actually looks like, and I do think that might be an issue with the younger generation that's coming up, because we're delaying that longer and longer before that lesson gets driven home, right? That lesson used to be driven home in high school, and it used to be driven home on the farm when you were working in between, through the summers.
Mhm.
Now we don't do that anymore. Then it got pushed into college. Now colleges are not quite, as rigorous, and I don't think that culture of ownership is not really necessarily being driven home in college.
Mhm.
I think that's why people lean on, for example, they'll look for student athletes,
Right.
because that's one area of college where for sure that
Right.
at least theoretically that culture of ownership is driven home.
Right. Hey, look, past performance does indicate future performance
Right.
in people, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Unless there's a remarkable change of thought. The person who is saying the government needs to pay my student loans is probably not the person that I'm going to be looking to hire.
Yeah.
I want the person who says, I got the student loans. I'm going to go get these things paid off, come hell or
Hmm.
high water, in 5 years.
Yep.
It's on me.
Yep.
Uh, you know, the the expectation should be set at the beginning.